First, this is not financial advice unless your financial advisor is a raccoon in a hoodie whispering, "Buy the dip," while lighting a cigar with a Tether printout. Crypto just pulled off a triple combo: real laws, record highs, and regulatory peace, all in 1 week. Ethereum is on a heater. XRP just came out of the dead like it was written by Christopher Nolan, and Bitcoin's playing it cool while institutions are mainlining ETFs. This is the Daily Stack, the only crypto recap with the IQ of Fidelity and the energy of a meme coin telegram room at 3 a.m. Let's stack.
Wake up. Wake up, phone buzz, charts doing a dance. Bitcoin moonwalk, ether in a trance. Altcoin whisper while they got a glance. Paper chase faster than the cheater's last chance. Blockchain popping, no stay steady. Gas fees high, but the bag stay heavy. Running through the night, pickaxe at the ready. Whales move slow, but the flow ain't petty. Daily stack stacking up, watch it climb. Crypto clock ticking, no stopping the grind. Daily stack stacking up, watch it grow. Digital gold, let the ledger show.
Bitcoin's holding the line at 118K. Not up, not down. Just posted at the top like a bouncer at a bull market. People calling this a cool-off are the same ones sold at 48,000 last cycle. Bitcoin is consolidating after a long, fresh, all-time high earlier this week, and ETF flows are still pumping like a pre-workout on leg day. Dominance slipped 60% because altcoins are feeling froggy. And you know who's leading that charge? Ethereum. ETH blew past 3,800 and now it's strutting. Why? Because the US just said yes please to stablecoins. And where do most stablecoins live? That's right, on ETH. The Genius Act passed, institutions are plowing into BlackRock's ETH fund, and the Pectra upgrade is peeking over the horizon. We're not calling it a flippening, but ETH is officially off the leash. Let's talk about the altcoin scene, because it's absolutely unhinged. XRP, all-time high. No joke, that's not a typo. Crossed 360, and it held. That lawsuit it lost last year, apparently that didn't matter. XRP says, "I'm back," flipped BNB, and now it sits as the number 3 coin. Ripple cultists are rejoicing, and this time they brought receipts. Solana, double-digit intraday pump after Coinbase launched a dedicated Solana NFT marketplace. JPEGs, but fast and cheap. That's the Solana pitch. And the market, yeah, they liked it. BNB climbed past $750. Quiet, focused, low-key terrifying. And layer 2 tokens, Arbitrum, Optimism, Base, all moving like they're in a group chat saying, "This is our cycle." ARB and Optimism are both up over 90% from the summer lows. If your favorite alt hasn't moved yet, it's either late to the party or it's already in the parking lot. And now let's get into the big one. The US just legalized stablecoins. The Genius Act is officially law, and it mandates full reserve backing, monthly audits, and licensing. It's the real deal, and it's bullish for the crypto industry from the top to the bottom, especially Ethereum, since it's the main plumbing for all of this new regulatory liquidity. And that's not all. Congress just passed the Clarity Act to define the digital assets are regulated. They passed the CBDC ban, and the SEC, yeah, they dropped their lawsuits against Binance and Coinbase, with prejudice, but that means no refile. Case closed. GG's. This is the biggest U-turn in U.S. crypto regulation ever. Last year, the SEC was suing anything that touched a wallet. Now they're basically saying, our bad. Globally, Hong Kong rolling out staked ETH ETF. Europe's MiCA framework is now active, and Japan's tossing yen at Web3 startups like it's a stimulus season. Crypto is finally getting clear lanes to mainstream, legally, globally, permanently. Coinbase isn't just dodging lawsuits, they're making moves. Their new Solana NFT marketplace lit up the ecosystem, and Solana responded like it just found its prom queen. Kraken just launched U.S. regulated framework futures trading, finally giving American degens legal access to leverage without needing a VPN and a prayer. But not everything was sunshine and smart contracts. Bybit got wrecked, 1.5 billion drained in one of the biggest hacks in history. Coin DCX got hit for 44 million. Big one, another 27 million. Gone. It's a brutal week for centralized exchange security. Coin DCX did the right thing. Paused the platform, reimbursed users, fixed it fast, but still, it's a reminder. Custody your own coins or someone else eventually will. Not your keys, not your crypto. NFT volumes down in dollars, up in transactions. Translation, the degen economy is alive. It's just cheaper now. Think of it like buying NFTs at Costco. On the DeFi front, TVL's back up to 139 billion. Lido's alone holding nearly 33 billion. Uniswap just dodged a class action lawsuit, setting a major precedent for DeFi protocols. Score one for the devs. And layer 2s? They're cooking. Arbitrum, Optimism, Base now handle over 60% of all ETH activity. The gas fees are lower, the throughputs are higher, and the tokens are finally moving. You're going to hear this a lot over the next few months. L2 season is real, because it is. And Michael Saylor just bought more Bitcoin. Shocking, I know. MicroStrategy Stack is now over 600,000 Bitcoin, worth over $70 billion. That's not a position. That's close to religion. Ohio's pension fund doubled down on the MSTR stock. That's right, boomers are now Bitcoin maxi adjacent. Meanwhile, SharpLink and Bitmine are scooping Ethereum like it's on clearance. Both firms hold over 1 billion in ETH and are staking it for yield. SharpLink earned 415 ETH in just 1 month. Not bad for a gaming company that pivoted to crypto like a TikTok trend. BlackRock's Ethereum fund pulled in over 2.1 billion in 2 weeks. Fidelity and Invesco are tweaking their ETF filings. Goldman's looking into ETH options. Deutsche Bank building custody infrastructure. TradFi's not coming. They're already here. Over 800 million in crypto shorts got vaporized in the last 24 hours, most of it Ethereum. Bears tried to fade the rally right after the US legalized the thing backing its biggest use case. That's not a trade, that's performance art. This wasn't a random move, this was regulation-driven rotation. Shorting here is like shorting pizza during a Super Bowl ad. You just don't. Tip of the day. Don't just follow the price, follow the use case. Ethereum is hot because institutions are using it, but L2s are where the real user activity is. Watch where the bridges are. Watch where the TVL is climbing. Optimism, Arbitrum, Base, that's where the alpha is forming. You want early entries? Look under the hood of Ethereum, not just at the engine light. If everyone's watching ETH, look where ETH is pointing. Bitcoin's chilling, Ethereum's sprinting, XRP just reminded everyone what's happening when lawsuits end. Solana's building, L2s are eating, and TradFi is now on board like they were here the whole time. Crypto is no longer fighting for a seat at the table. It just walked in and brought the building. This has been the Daily Stack, and your crypto update with a side of comedy, clarity, and occasional brutal honesty. If you got a lot of value out of this episode, smash the like button, share this with a fellow stacker, and subscribe so you never miss the signal and the noise. Stack smart, stack daily, and I'll see you degens tomorrow.
Double-sided ambition, decentralized dreams, no middleman commission. FOMO got them jumping, risky proposition, but I'm a hodl veteran, no fear in my position. Candlesticks flipping, patterns on the screen, bull run visions, pockets getting green. Bear market looking, keep the strategy clean. My portfolio shining like a crypto machine.